This is the east side of Chippewa Lake, and it does look like there's a couple spots. Maybe the geese were keeping open here. This was all open water last week on this end, but I do see a couple shanties out there, and that's about where we want to be. That's the boat ramps over there. There's guys out, so that's a good sign. It's about 28 degrees out here today, and I think it's supposed to warm up to like the mid 30s, and then warm tonight, and then tomorrow for like the next 2 weeks it's supposed to get ripping cold again. So gonna be plenty of ice fishing to be happening over the next couple weeks. Hopefully we get enough ice to get out on Lake Erie. I think there's guys that are starting out there already, which to me seems a little crazy, but it's gonna be close. I think we'll probably be able to get out there at some point. I have been out here for about an hour and not have not marked a single fish, but we're on about 8 feet of water, and the ice is about 4 to 5 inches. There's like 2 or 3 good inches of clear on the bottom, and then like a inch or 2 of this like milky stuff, which is never good. That stuff's not great, but with a total of 5 inches, it's pretty safe to be out. These guys have been over here the entire time. This guy's been bouncing around, and since we have not been marking fish, we're probably gonna my cousin's just getting here. We're gonna probably bounce around a little bit. There's like a natural reef or something right out this way, I think, and then it also runs off that point, which is why those guys are down there. But I think we're gonna move. But it is a beautiful day to be out, and it's actually warming up out here. We got that south wind coming in tonight. It's supposed to be like 35 degrees tonight. And then back, it's supposed to get colder all day tomorrow. But if you can't enjoy this, I don't know, there's not too many things in life you can enjoy if you can't appreciate what's going on here right now. So one more thing about these ice conditions. Obviously, normally we like to snow in around the bottom of the shanty, but since we got that snow, 5 or 6 inches of snow, it weighs down on the ice that was out here, and it really wasn't thick enough to support the weight. So what happens is the water from down below gets pushed up through like these kind of little holes here, and then since it's been cold enough, it just refreezes. But this is like snow ice, which is not the most sturdy of ice to be on, but there is that good several inches of clear ice down below it. But it makes it a little bit tricky because it is just slippery out here. There is no snow where I'm standing, so it is just like slick. It's being on a skating rink. But with the cold coming in next week, we're gonna have some good ice here for the next couple weeks. So even though my vacation's over, on my days off, anytime in the next couple weeks when I'm off, I'm gonna be fishing somewhere until the ice is gone. That's the plan. Yeah.
You got a picture of it. I do.
Should be able to put the Latin long in, and
pretty close to where we are.
well, that channel runs through the middle of this thing, but
yeah, maybe this way.
I love when the sun looks like that.
We weren't that far out.
No.
No.
It seemed like when you were pointing it out to me, you were pointing more over.
We were right in here somewhere. It was not like.
Not too much further south or I mean north here. I love these stress cracks. I had one of these open up just like this right between my legs in an ice shanty one time. I heard it coming across the lake. I heard it go, and you could hear it getting closer, and then I looked, and there was water coming up between my feet, and we were on like, I don't know, 10 inches of ice, so there was no safety issues, but it did not make you feel good. There was one of the old time guys we used to fish with. He goes, hear that sound? He's like, that's the sound of ice being made. Because, you know, when it gets built up and gets bigger, it has to go somewhere. So it pulls apart and it does all sorts of weird stuff. But that's a good sign, seeing those cracks actually. Because when it's thin, it doesn't crack like that. You just fall through. We have moved, and now Cousin JT is our neighbor.
Yeah.
These guys are still over there. Somebody's dragging out right now. This guy looks like he's just going to take a whiz. This ice over here does not look that great, but we have moved about 200 or 300 yards away from where we were. There's a guy out here.
They're half again that big.
Grumpy just showed up.
Yeah.
It's awesome. I guess they were out fishing with that dude here a couple years ago.
I'm glad you were out here. We were talking about this. You're here to have me murdered. I was telling Matt all about this. Hey, you guys want to go on the boat?
They were saying that tomorrow we could get 40-mile-an-hour winds. Got a little company out here today. Ice is in pretty good condition, I think. Still no fish though. The other day we were catching small ones. Here we're not catching anything, so, but it still feels good being out. It's still about 30 degrees out here, but that wind is starting to pick up pretty good. It's coming right out of the south too, which is that way right there. But it's ripping pretty good out here. We got a little community of ice shanties going. Grumpy and his brother Doug. And going back in where it's warm. Well, I just missed one here. And it's what, about 4:45, I think? We'll be out here for about another hour maybe. But it looks like I'm fishing on Red Bull. I don't know why this water's so yellow, but there are definitely fish down there, and hopefully they're coming in for the night bite here. That is the plan. No,
Steal a beer.
no thanks. We don't want any. Sorry, you're not allowed in.
Quit lying.
Man, I just missed another one, and he's still down there. He is still down there. He went away for a minute. He is right on my... He might have got my bait. I don't think so. Grumpy and Happy just said they caught a catfish, so... There are fish down there. Come on. Well, I just missed one here. And it's what, about 4:45, I think? We'll be out here for about another hour maybe. But it looks like I'm fishing on Red Bull. I don't know why this water's so yellow, but there are definitely fish down there, and hopefully they're coming in for the night bite here. That is the plan. Just missed another one, and he's still down there. He is still down there. He went away for a minute. He is right on my... He might have got my bait. I don't think so. Grumpy and Happy just said they caught a catfish, so... There are fish down there. Come on. Oh, I just got him. I just pulled him right out of the ice. Oh no! Oh no! Yeah, but he's still got the hook in his mouth, so he's not going anywhere. That's not a terrible... I mean, if you had about 100 of those, you might have a fish dinner, but I got to get him off of there. All right, little buddy. Get back into the Red Bull and live to fight another day. Off to supper. Crossing over the old CSX line from Leicester to Sterling. Nothing's been on that. Going out to dinner. Nothing is better than getting off the ice than going to a Mexican restaurante. Z71 Chevy garbage sitting next to my Roush. Actually, those are sweet trucks. I like them. They're pretty. That is a really pretty truck. Not quite as pretty, but if you're a Chevy guy, I could see it. Finishing enchiladas and margaritas. I didn't even know it was supposed to snow like this. Goodness gracious. It is just hammering out here all of a sudden. This must be that system that's coming up. All right, well, headed home. Oh, this guy just started his junky Chevy over here. That's great. Man, it is coming down. What an awesome day. And I'll do a recap when I get home.